Frat house music.
Miss Poochie, baby.
He want this cowgirl. He want this cowgirl. And I'ma give it to him, baby. He want this cowgirl. He want this cowgirl. And I'ma give it to him, baby.
Mic. Okay, I'm unmuted now.
Now my mic is up. I'm just talking.
Yes,
Hello,
yes.
everybody.
Hello.
Everybody. And thank you so much for tuning in to an interview with. I am your hostess, Eunice White. It is here where I have the distinct pleasure and honor of interviewing talented independent artists and entrepreneurs from all walks of life. And tonight, my special guest is Miss Poochie. She is a Southern Soul singer, a Southern Soul diva, and she's back for a second time, guys, here on an interview with. I'm so happy to have her back.
Yes.
Before we get started with our interview, I do want to thank a couple of special people. April J. Armstrong, she is the CEO and curator of Armstrong International Media and Distribution, LLC, also known as A.I.M for the Culture and for the Collective. She presents an interview with on her internet television broadcasting station. It's called the A.I.M Network, and so much wonderful content that she is ready to showcase and present. And my show and interview with happens to be one. So I definitely want to say thank you to April for all of her support. I also would like to thank Terry Hatchett. She is the CEO and curator of Untapped Music Radio. She have a internet radio broadcasting station, and she once a week airs an interview with as a replay on Wednesdays at 3:30 p.m. So ladies, once again, thank you all for so much of your support. I definitely want to thank all the viewers for tuning in again. Every week or every time I air, you tune in and you support. And thank you for blessing my YouTube channel by subscribing. And not only subscribing, you interact with my channel by commenting and clicking the notification bell and just helping my little numbers grow organically. So I definitely thank you so much for your support there as well. So again, I mentioned that I have Miss Poochie. She is a Southern Soul singer, and this is not her first visit. She is back to grace us with more of what she have going on. So thank you, Miss Poochie, for popping back on. Thank you so much for coming back.
Yes. Nice. Thank you for letting me come again on your show.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. I know the last time, believe it or not, I was going through some of my episodes, and I think it must be something about April, because I believe last year April was the first time we met and you aired. So
Yes.
I thought that was funny. I said, so you're coming back a year later, almost to the day.
Like,
So
what is
that
she
is
doing
great.
now?
I know. So you have some good things happening now. So you
I
gotta
do.
catch us up. So if you want to, just go ahead and give everyone a taste of your introduction to the genre of music of Southern Soul and your love for it and how you grew in it, and bring us up to date.
All right. Well, basically, I've been doing it 2 years now officially. I've been singing in church my whole life, so music is something I grew up on. I what basically with Southern Soul, that's just my lane. I love it. I love doing it. I do have a lot going on. I guess we'll talk about it in the show.
Yeah.
But that kind of sums it up.
Well, that's good. So you mentioned that you've been actually singing and performing Southern soul music for the past couple of years. So
Yes,
how did
ma'am.
you when it what made you decide I think I want to be a singer, go ahead and do some shows? Because for those of you who don't know, Southern soul music is a beautiful soulful genre of music, and it is very popular in some of the southern states from North Carolina all the way down to New Orleans to Louisiana. I think we're spanning Mississippi, Kentucky, Alabama. Did I miss anything? Georgia, South Carolina, and a little further over. And then here you have even as far down as a lot as in Louisiana, as I've just recently learned a bunch of producers down there that definitely love Southern soul music and producing such music. So it's a great genre, and a lot of talent comes out of those states, with Miss Poochie being one of them. So in 2 years, you've not only created your music in terms of recording, you're also performing in high demand. How did you get there? How did Tell everybody how you got there? What made you just one day just say, "Hey, I want to do this"?
Well, when I was thinking about doing music, I was like, what be more my line? R&B would I ain't no witness, so I wouldn't even try to go over there. But
Okay.
it's the love of Southern Soul and Blues. I grew up listening to Johnny Taylor, Betty Wright, and Peggy Scott, of course, the late Peggy Scott, and a lot of those
Mhm.
other legends. So I've always had you know, a passion for it when I was growing up, because
Mhm.
that's all that's how my parents listened to growing up. You
Okay.
artists, it was either old school or blues.
I
And
get it. Okay.
yeah. So far as in shows, they kind of just came. And I guess the more you stay persistent, and then if they like what you got, they'll book you.
That's
So
right.
yeah.
Well, you have a great style. So, do you? Now we're moving over to your fashion really quickly, because I have to tell you, you have a wonderful style. I don't know if you're styling yourself or you have a stylist, but they're hooking you up. I love the look. Very polished and sexy. It's really cool. So, how do you come up with all of your looks?
I style myself.
Okay,
You don't got nobody styling me. I ain't that high class yet.
you haven't gotten there yet, right?
But when I think I want like my look is more cowgirlish, and I like to be kind of laid back but cute. So I'm
Gotcha.
like, I don't want no long heels. I just want some kind of a small thick heel so that I'm able to
Yeah.
party, because I noticed that like a lot of shows that women, they take their shoes off in the middle of the performance. Like,
Okay.
I was like, I want to be one of those women. But yeah, I do style my own self.
Well, you have a great look, really nice look. So, if you're
You.
just tuning in, guys, I'm here with Miss Poochie. She's a Southern Soul music singer. As she just stated, been doing this for just 2 years. I thought you were doing it for much longer, honestly. That's the professionalism that is really coming out of you. Yeah, your presence on social media, and then the music and the videos, everything. I would have never thought that you were just getting involved, but you're doing a wonderful job, a wonderful
Thank
job.
you. Thank
And
you.
she is a return guest, guys. So I'm even more super proud to have her back, because I always tell everybody, when you come through, we family. So whenever you have something else happening, come on back, let us know, because we're going to continue to shine the spotlight on you. So she is back, and I noticed that we have some comments. So let's see who's in the audience. Hi, Sophia. Thank you so much. She said, "Hey, y'all."
Hey,
And
Sophia, how you doing?
yep, and hello, April. Thank you so much. It's April of Armstrong International Media LLC. All right. So, if you are tuning in, for those of you all who are tuning in, I get this a lot, so just let me make sure I make this clear. On YouTube, the only way I'll know you're here, that you're actually tuning in, is if you sign into your YouTube account and just send a shout out. Say hello in the comments in the live, and then I'll be able to shout you out here as well. And if you have any questions, please feel free, or comments, please feel free to do so. If you are not interested in doing all of that, then I ask that you please share my live. Share the live across all of your social media platforms. Let everybody know that we're here, we're on live, and we have a wonderful talent to share tonight, Miss Poochie. Okay, so you mentioned some influences. Who's one of your most favorite Southern Soul music artists, and
Um,
why?
like back in the day, or
Yes, yeah, it's up to you. Yeah, today, back in the
well,
day.
back in the day. Johnny's gonna be it all day. I
Yeah,
love Mr. Johnny Taylor because you can put his album on and play it all the way through.
you can. That's true.
It's like, and you like I relate to every song. I don't know no song, not one that I cannot relate to that has to do with Johnny.
And I think, and even today, like you mentioned, it's old school. Thank you. I don't know who this is.
Ooh,
Hello,
somebody
hello,
talking about you
hello. You're
cute
so
girl.
cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is Cup of Tea live. Thank you for the shout out. Appreciate that. Yeah, but with Johnny Taylor, what I love about those type of artists from back in the day is that the music is timeless. So isn't it interesting how that music was created what decades ago? I don't want to be so old, but when we were little, possibly we
Yeah,
listened because our parents listened. Okay, and then yet the music is so universal that the messages still ring true today, and that's what I would, if I was an artist, I would want my music to be timeless. Like I don't care, I would
yes,
want people
yes,
100 years from now like rocking to my stuff, and he
hmm
is one artist for sure, for sure, for
yes,
sure. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So that's
Wow.
interesting. So you're right, Johnny Taylor all day. And you know who I didn't really realize was a Southern soul music artist, because I guess she sounded more R&B-ish to me, and that was Betty Wright. Someone had mentioned to me that she kind of fell into that genre of music. Am I right with that? Would you
You
say
know,
that?
back in the day, it wasn't called Southern Soul. It was called blues.
Just
It
blues.
changed
Okay.
over to Southern Soul, kind of probably more when the trail riding stuff came in,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like Jeter Jones, he's Southern Soul, but it's trail riding. The type of music is changing,
Mm-hmm.
versus back in the day to now.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you got like Jeter, King South. Their era of music is totally different.
Okay.
Um, versus Johnny and Betty them, and
Okay.
all the
Okay.
other legends. So I think at some point they changed it over and called it Southern Soul, because you
Okay.
used to have soul and blues back in the day,
Yeah. Yeah.
versus now.
Now, when you say trail ride, what is trail ride for those of us that don't know, never heard of it?
Well, basically, trail ride music where it's kind of like that. I guess back in the day they had the juke joints,
There we
right?
go. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so now Southern Soul has moved, well, blues basically have moved to outside with the horses and four wheelers and all that type of scenery.
Interesting.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Versus back in the day where you wore a long dress to come out and party. Now we got the
Um,
boots and the shorts on.
okay.
you
That's
know,
interesting. I bet that's
but it,
fun.
I mean, it's party on both ends, but it's just a difference, and that's kind of the difference.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So your music, we do have a couple of songs that we want to play tonight,
Okay.
and and I tell you what, I wish I was able to play your video. So Miss Poochie has a YouTube channel, and she also is on all of your social media platforms, and her music is streaming on all music streaming platforms. So please, please, please support her. The videos are so cute, and they definitely represent your love for where you're from. Tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, babe.
Hey, all day long, all day long, and I just love the fact that you're showing your love from where you're from. Like in some of your videos, you're even riding horses. I was like, and you're riding these little. Are those the four wheelers? Was that a four wheeler you was riding on one of your
Yes,
videos?
uh-huh. I
Oh,
was. I
okay,
was.
got it. So that's a trail ride. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. So she truly, truly loves where she is from, and she's beautifully representing her area and the music. You want to talk about one of your songs? Let's talk about one of your songs and let everybody hear it. And then, how did you come about, writing it, singing it, and who are the producers that you work with on the songs?
Oh. Well, all of my songs have been written by me,
Hmm.
except one of them, which is "Say You Want It." That was a song that was written by Jody.
Okay.
Um, so we he wrote the song out, and then we worked on that one together. But most of the other songs, I wrote those songs, and then I go to the Union Music Group, which they do help produce the tracks.
Okay.
So, but I do have a song coming out May the 1st called "Ooh Baby," and it's produced with
Okay.
Tony T. We worked very hard on this song that's releasing, this single that's releasing, y'all,
Okay.
May
That's
the
good.
1st. So y'all be on the lookout. But yeah, For the most part, I write my own music.
That is awesome. Well, we're going to go back to one of the songs you brought to us last year. I still love that song.
Okay.
Is that the one with Jody? Give it to him.
Ooh, yeah. My boy
Yeah, I
Jody.
remember that. That was a nice song. That's a nice song. We're just gonna go back to the day because she have a song that she recently you just released this month called "Work." So we're gonna take a look at that one as well,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, hang in there. We're gonna go ahead and let you guys hear one of Miss Poochie's songs. Do you want to introduce your song?
Give It to Him by Miss
Yeah.
Poochie and featuring Jody.
All right, we'll be right back, guys.
The Union Music Group.
Ooh, girl, you see that man over there? That looks like Joe Z. Ooh, wee.
Miss Poochie, baby.
He want this cowgirl. He want this cowgirl. And I'ma give it to him, baby. He want this cowgirl. He want this cowgirl. And I'ma give it to him, baby. Ooh, you're sexy, thank you. Been watching you all night long. So slide on over here so I can take you home. You got me going crazy, make me wanna have your babies. I wanna make you mine. You got me mesmerized when I look into your eyes. Boy, you look so fine. He want this cowgirl. He want this cowgirl. And I'ma give it to him, baby. He want this cowgirl. He want this cowgirl. And I'ma give it to him, baby.
Hey there, sexy lady. Girl, you're fine as hell. I bet you got a good thing on you. The way you walk, I can tell. Listen, girl, if I bust that bubble, you're gonna be in trouble. Cause I'm gonna take my time. Sip on your milk and honey. You gon' take all my money. Cause you're with every dime. Yeah.
He want this cowgirl. He want this cowgirl. And I'ma give it to him, baby. He want this cowgirl. He want this cowgirl. And I'ma give it to him, baby. Break it down, break it down now. Break it down, break it down, break it down now. Break it down, break it down, break it down now. Giddy up, giddy up. He want this cowgirl. He want this cowgirl. And I'ma give it to him, baby. He want this cowgirl. He want this cowgirl. And I'ma give it to him, baby.
All right, I love that song. That is too cute. That is too cute. So, who is Jody, and how did you guys end up collaborating on that single?
Jody's a good friend of mine, it's like a brother.
Hmm.
Actually, I wrote the song, and I was like, I need somebody on the song, like a guy. So I was like, who better to ask than my homeboy Jody? So he
Aww.
came on, got his verse on in there, and that's what we came up with.
Oh, it's a really cute little song. I mean, it has some great energy. I love the way you guys told the story. It's all that flirting going on. It's really, I love it. It's a great song. Great, great, great song. Now, have you been able to collaborate with other singers also, female and or male?
I have not done anything else with anybody as of right now.
Uh-huh.
But I'm willing to work with other artists long as they have great music and our energy connect. And that's
Okay.
very important.
Who would be your dream artist to work with?
A dream artist for me to work with. If I had to choose somebody, I got a lot of people I want to work with though.
Oh,
More
that's
than
good.
just one. Like I
Oh,
wouldn't mind doing a song with Robin West, West Love. Uh, I wouldn't mind doing something with Jeter because I feel like me and him could collab. You know what I
oh, good.
mean?
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
um, it's definitely a lot more people that I
Yeah,
want to collab with, but getting with those people is probably gonna be a little hassle. But it'll work its way out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So what separates your style from other artists in that music genre? Is it where you
But
from? Like, okay, so I'm sorry. So, like, for instance, you're out of Alabama. Is there a particular style that's different from Mississippi, or different from Kentucky, or different from South Carolina, North Carolina? What separates you guys' style?
as in a whole, or just me?
Well, you, yeah. What separates you?
Well, I think each individual artist have their own style and their own identity that they bring to Southern Soul.
Mm-hmm.
Me myself, I try to bring that energy, the love for music, and my personality, and that's
Mm-hmm.
what makes me different from the others. Um, I mean, everybody got backstories, but that's what I feel for myself, and that's what I try to bring to the fans and my supporters.
Oh,
Um,
good.
when I'm out there performing or when I'm making music, because my music is based off of experience and my personality. So yeah.
Gotcha. 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 And so you mentioned performances. What do you love most about when you're performing?
Oh, the the people, the way they looking and engaging with me within my songs.
That's good.
Um, with Southern Soul, it's not like it's a quick process for people to get to know you. It's a slow process. So
Mm,
when you looking in the audience and see people actually singing your music, you're like, at least I know it's getting out there. So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yes, they started knowing me.
Yeah, I know that has to be a very rewarding feeling. Can you imagine? I can only imagine, you getting out there and you're performing at all these different venues, and next thing you know, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe some these folks way down here, you know, want
Yeah.
me or they love my music. So
Or
when
when I
you're
come off
performing,
stage, when I come off stage, they're like, "Hey, can we take pictures?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it."
oh, that's so sweet. That
Yeah,
is so sweet. So your second song, what is the title of your second song? I called it Work. I'm so sorry because
I
I
kept
just
going.
love I love the whole hook of it. So,
Work,
um,
baby, work.
yes, I love that song. It is so cute. Tell me about your song, the process, how you came up with the whole, the whole concept of the song and who you worked with on that one as well.
I wrote the song. Like I said, I go to the Union Music Group where they come up with the beats for me. Um,
Hmm.
I was thinking about juke joint when I thought about this song. Actually,
Okay.
truth be told, it was slower, but I sped it up because I was like, I need to kind of speed up because the people I don't want to be going too slow. But I thought about juke joint wise um, when I made it, and then I was thinking about how people would go places and they would go to like big old parties back in the day and just have
Hmm.
a real good time. So that's kind of what my idea of it was.
Oh yeah, yeah. Um, and I'm thinking about when I when I visit in my home state. I'm from North Carolina, so I visit my home state, and there's so many wonderful, talented artists in that state as well, and they're always having some wonderful events down there, and you could just see the love. I mean, people from all over will just come out and see these folks. And it's like, wow, I've got to get home one day, one special event like a festival or something, and just get me a
Mhm.
little tent, some, little lawn chair, and just sit there all day and just hear one or act after another after another. But I also have got to get down to Alabama so I can check you out too. I said I'm going to make sure I try to visit, down you guys' way and
Yeah.
just
Now, where are
support
you
all of
from?
them from North Carolina.
So you live in North Carolina.
Nope, no, nope, nope. I live in the DMV area in Maryland, but I'm from North Carolina.
Now I was just in Maryland this weekend.
Oh, get out of here. Oh my gosh.
We was in Princess Anne.
Oh wow. Okay. Were you performing?
Me.
Oh,
Along
wonderful.
with TK Soul, Sir Charles, Nelly Tigers, Robin West,
Oh
what's
my
his name?
goodness.
Sky Watley, dang, it was a bunch of other people. I can't think their name. Well,
You
Miss
better
Poochie, baby,
stop.
Low Key Country, Portia P. We was all on that show up there this weekend.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I
Dang,
look.
you
Next
missed
time you
it.
come up, let me know. I would have. Oh my gosh. I definitely would have shown up. Oh
Oh
my
man,
goodness.
like
I'm so
you didn't
happy to hear
know.
that you guys was in this area. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, there's some. I mean, it's there. I mean, the love for the music is everywhere, obviously. But I'm so sad I missed you. Good
Yeah.
Lord, really?
You know
Uh,
what?
so next time
Dang.
you come back up, let me know.
I
Even if you
definitely
go,
will.
yeah,
I
anytime on
definitely
the East
will.
Coast, let me know. I can get there. If it's shot within a couple of hours, I can make it. So yeah,
Right.
Virginia, North Carolina, whatever. Let me know. I would make sure I'm there to visit. Well, that's good. So how did you have fun?
Oh man, we had a great time.
Oh,
We had a
good.
really, really good time.
Oh wow, 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 wow. So I'm pretty sure it's probably a little further out for me, but yeah, I would have still been able to make it. So I'm definitely gonna and again, Miss Poochie has a fan page, guys, on Facebook, an artist page. Please, 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 please go on Facebook to keep in contact with her, as I will. I will make sure from this point on
You
I'm
better.
gonna stay, in touch so I can definitely know when you're gonna be in my area again. But yeah, so let's talk about Work Baby Work. You want to go ahead on and introduce that song and we'll let everybody, take a listen?
All right, Miss Poochie, work, baby, work.
All right, we'll be right back.
The Union Music Group.
Lord have mercy. Who is that right there?
I was walking down the street, and this old man said to me, he said, baby, you sure look mighty good to me. He said, come on to a place in the country, a place where you'll never wanna leave. Work, baby, work. Work, baby, work. I want you to work me all night long. We gon' party, party to the break of dawn. Work, baby, work. We pulled up to the spot, and there were people everywhere. Get low to the flow and drinking that crown. I just knew it was about to go down. So I dropped it low and I brought it back up. He looked at me and said, I think I'm in love. Work, baby, work. Work, baby, work. I want you to work me all night long. We gon' party
right, that's a hot one. I love that song. Who do you remind me of in that song? I always love when I hear a song and I hear certain influences or whatever I pick up, and I want to say, you have a strong voice. It's really cool, really nice, and you tell your story so cool. So I'm thinking,
What you thinking?
maybe I just feel a little Tina Turner. I don't know. Think about your
Ooh.
performance, your style. You know, she was super, well, not was, but she, she's super stylish and sexy, and little legs and all that stuff out there. She is doing her thing and captivating on stage and telling her story. So maybe this song kind of remind me of her.
Tina. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
like
am
that.
flattered, baby. I am flattered.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. And your songs are great. So you do a wonderful job with your writing. That's for sure. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I love songs and music that have a little bit of substance, and I'm able to follow it and can see the story going. So yeah,
Yeah.
your voice is awesome. So earlier you had mentioned that. And for anybody who's just tuning in, FYI, I'm here with my special guest, Miss Poochie. She's a Southern Soul singer out of Alabama, and she is just shaking the state up with all of her beautiful music and great performances. And as we spoke earlier, she travels all over. So while we're on that subject, really quickly, for booking information, how can people find you?
All right. I have a manager. His name is Jonathan.
Hmm.
Um, y'all have to book through him. Let me put his number out there for you. If you want to
Okay.
book me, you have to call 703 seven
Hmm.
three one 5596. And again, at 703 731 5596. It's also located on my all my social medias and YouTube if you want to book me that way too.
Okay. All right. I'll post that right now. Okay. That is cool. And that it sounds like Jonathan is in my area, as a matter of fact. That number, anyway.
Yeah,
That's
he's with
that number.
G&G Entertainment. Matter of fact, he's from up that
Yeah.
way.
Oh, good. Okay. So, okay, well, that will explain your in this, you're performing in the area. I sure hope you guys can come back like more often because I really, really have got to catch you. And I need everybody to know that you up here for real, because
Yes.
you guys are some
Dang.
great performers.
I guess the algorithm on Facebook doesn't like people don't see everything. But
Yeah, yeah. It used to when I first joined Facebook, I felt like I saw everybody's everything,
yeah,
but
yeah,
not as much anymore. I mean, I literally would have to take a day and visit different profiles just to see what's happening in order for me to,
right.
keep in contact. I hope I have that information correctly, guys. For booking info, if you want to book Miss Poochie Baby for any shows, please reach out to Jonathan of G&G Entertainment, and his number again is 703-731-5596. All right. She is doing her thing along with everybody else, all of his other artists, and they are some talented people, and they're doing some great things. But Miss Poochie is super talented, and man, your music is just great. So I was going to ask a question earlier. I was going to ask you to once again, for those folks who are interested in becoming a Southern Soul artist or transitioning, let's just say from another genre like R&B into Southern Soul. You mentioned it's a slow process. What advice would you offer those folks?
I think that be persistent. Um and that's with anything in life, you got to be persistent. Over here, what I mean by it's a slow process. It's not like R&B or rap where they drop a song today and everybody hears it. Over here, we're dealing with a more older crowd, so not
Mm-hmm.
everybody has social media. So you still have to
Okay.
do a lot of footwork. And what I mean by you have to get out there and talk to these people. A lot of people just still listen to the radio station, so you got to get to the radio station that do so and so, and get your music played, um, and put out content much as you can,
Mm-hmm.
but don't
Mm-hmm.
put it out too fast. Just put it out enough where you like, okay, it's time to put out another song, you know, because it
Yeah.
gives them, it takes time for them to catch up with what you don't put out.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that is interesting. And I know that you like when you are putting together your music? You have people, producers you work with. What is the most fun part about the production process when putting your music together, putting your songs together, your singles? What do you find the most
Um,
fun?
Overall, the process of everything is fun.
Mhm.
Everything is an experience. Um, I just love what I do, and you gotta love what you do in order for it to work.
Mhm.
So for me, the whole experience is fun. Like I look forward to doing shows. Like, woo,
Okay.
you know, and hopefully one day I can retire from a regular job and just do this full time.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be fun.
Yes.
I think that's everybody's dream. Do what you love full time. That's I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So, speaking of, so when you are not performing, writing music, anything like that, what do you love to do?
Be with my babies. I have
Oh,
4 boys.
uh-huh.
Um, I have a 16-year-old, his name Brandon. I have a 15-year-old, and his name's Jermichael. I have a 9-year-old, his name's Kelson, and my 6-year-old is Caleb.
Oh,
So
wow.
besides my kids and work, Southern Soul music is the only other thing that I do.
Oh, wow. So that has to be very interesting. So do your boys like to help you write music, or do you see any kind of musical talent or
Oh,
skills in the boys? Have they picked up
well, my
on
little
mom's?
babies, they know
Okay.
my song from front to back. One of them swear he can sing my song better than me. He said, "Come on,
Oh,
I can sing it." And then I have one song. He's in the computers and stuff. He's the one set this little section up for me here up in the room
oh,
so I
good.
can do interviews. So yeah,
So are they
they do play
singers?
around.
I mean, the little
No,
one is
they
the
don't.
singer, right?
The little one sings. The big ones, I have never heard them sing before. So I
Mhm.
act, but they don't sing.
Wow, I think that's too cool. I think that it's great to see how your kids are able to you're able to tap into like their different gifts and see, okay, one can sing a little bit, the other one he's good at helping me set up technical stuff, the other one,
Uh,
and they all are helping mom and supporting you in what you're doing. I think that's
yes,
beautiful.
yes,
That is
and I
beautiful.
love it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's nothing like it. All right, guys. Well, you guys have met Miss Poochie. Again, this is her second time here on the show. And I tell everybody all the time, when you come the first time, you're no stranger. You are family at anytime that you're doing anything new, just come back and let us know. And sure enough, a year almost to the date, here she is. She's back and she's introducing her new song, Work Baby Work. Gave us a taste of the last one that you had put out, Give It to Him, last year,
Yes.
and it's still a hot song this year. And one more time, you have a song coming out. It's dropping in May. What is the name
May
of that
the
song again?
1st. It's called Ooh Baby,
Okay.
produced by Tony T. May the 1st, be on the lookout and make sure to send it to you. Definitely.
Okay. All right. And that sounds good. And Miss Poochie have a YouTube page. Okay. Again, she's everywhere. She's on Facebook, Instagram, she's on YouTube. You're on TikTok, I'm sure, right?
TikTok,
TikTok,
yes. I'm
Twitter,
on it
all that
too.
fun stuff. And she's not only on social media, but she's on the road, always somewhere performing and blessing the masses with her beautiful music. So stay on the lookout. And the best way to stay in contact with her is, via social media. And if you are interested in booking, again, if you have a show, she will travel. You get in contact with her management. His name is Jonathan of G&G Entertainment, and he can be reached at 703-731-5596. I definitely want to thank you for tuning in. And before we go, because I would like to end the show with one of your songs, I want all of you guys to meet the people that have presented and supported an interview with April J. Armstrong and Terry Hatchett. And we have a few other things really quickly to show you before we close the show. And we'll have Miss Poochie let us know what song she wants us to close out with. So get to know Miss April J. Armstrong really quickly. Give me one moment. We'll be right back.
April says, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all under the name Armstrong International Media. your spot for internet TV broadcasting for poetry and indie artists. AIM, for the culture, for the collective.
Okay, and we're back. So again, you had a chance to meet April J. Armstrong of Armstrong International Media. I wanted to tell you guys again, her platform, her television broadcasting network, is going to be presenting a lot of content, and one of the upcoming shows, we have a few upcoming shows that are coming through, and I'm going to tell you about one of them. Behind the Mic. Behind the Mic is a poetry show. That last flyer that I posted, it's a show that's going to be hosted by Black Phoenix on April 28th from 8 to 10 p.m. So if you're in the Greenville, South Carolina area and you love poetry, please get you a ticket. It's $20. They have open mic live tapings. And for tickets and sign up, all you have to do is reach out to the aimnetwork.us. aimnetwork.us. It's going to be again in Greenville, South Carolina at Judd Hub. It's the warehouse, 701 Easley Bridge Road, building 6000, suite 6070. And again, it's going to be in Greenville, South Carolina. And for ticket information, again, please get in contact with www.aimnetwork.us. They have advanced tickets now for $5, $15. At the door, you pay $10. And it's for both members and non-members. It's a whole lot going on. Food and drinks, all kind of stuff. DJ Southern Styles, everything is happening. Please, if you love poetry and you love poetry slams, again, Behind the Mic, an upcoming show on the AIM Network, hosted by Black Phoenix in Greenville, South Carolina, April 28th, between 8 and 10 p.m. And they're going to be doing some good things, some hot stuff. So definitely that. This show, again, an interview with, can be heard on Untapped Music Radio at 3:30 p.m. on Wednesdays. So that's that's untappedmusicradio.airtime.pro, 3:30 p.m. On Wednesdays. So want to thank those folks for supporting me again. I love you. I think there's one more thing I have to throw out there really quickly. Let me see if I can find it. We always have something going on at the AIM Network. All right. Let's see. We have a Community Health Awareness Day, and that is by a group called CHAD. It's going to be Saturday, April the 22nd from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you're in Greenville, I believe that's Greenville, South Carolina as well. I can't see this. Please, once again, any questions, aimnetwork.us, and find out all the wonderful happenings that are going on. So Miss Poochie, again, is my special guest, and she has graciously come back to be a part of the Armstrong, of an interview with, there's all these A's, interview with. I thank you so much for coming back and just sharing with me what's been going on with you for the past year. And I appreciate that you're not a stranger. Thank you for being family here. Anything else you want to share before we close out?
No, ma'am. Thank you for having me on your show, and I look forward to coming back next year.
Yeah, here we go. Or seeing you in between at some shows. If you come back this way, you know I'm going to definitely look you up. Got to look you up. Got to definitely come out and support you and what you guys are doing over at G&G. Definitely. So thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. As always, I do appreciate you guys coming in and supporting the talent that I have the pleasure of meeting and interviewing on this channel. And again, thank you for even supporting my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Trying to get the little numbers up as organically as I can. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and share the live video, because the more we share, the more this wonderful talent, or all wonderful talents, are going to be able to circulate globally. So that's the whole purpose and mission of an interview with. And I think somebody else is. Let's check out all of our folks that checked in. We have Brad Jackson. Thanks for checking in. BB said, work, baby, work. Miss Poochie, baby. Says, cup of tea. You are so beautiful, Eunice. Thank you so much. And again, hello to April and hello to Sophia. Thank you guys for tuning in and commenting. All right, so we're going to close out. I'll see you guys next week, but we're going to close out with one of Miss Poochie's songs. And which would you like for us to play? Work, baby, work?
Work, baby, work.
All right, just dropped this month, guys, and stay tuned. Please follow her on YouTube, on all the social media platforms. And if you're looking for booking info, I'm going to put this up one more time, and then we're going to close out. Please get in contact with Jonathan of G&G Entertainment, 703-731-5596, and get this hot artist at a theater or show near you, okay? Book her, please book her. All right. So we're going to close out with Work, Baby, Work. Thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you again, Miss Poochie. I appreciate
Thank you guys for listening.
All right. Okay. All right. See you guys next week.
The Union Music Group.
Lord have mercy. Who is that right there?
I was walking down the street, and this old man said to me, he said, baby, you sure look mighty good to me. He said, come on to a place in the country, a place where you'll never wanna leave. Work, baby, work. Work, baby, work. I want you to work me all night long. We gon' party to the break of dawn. Work, baby, work. We pulled up to the spot, and there were people everywhere. Get low to the floor and drinking that Crown. I just knew it was a